Welcome. Today we're diving into essential C programming concepts every programmer should master before learning D.S.A. We'll cover control flow, loops, functions, arrays, pointers, dynamic memory allocation, and structures. Whether you're just starting out or looking to brush up on your skills, this video is for you. Let's get started. First up, control flow. In C, control flow statements determine the order in which instructions are executed. The most common control flow statements are if, and else. Let's look at an example. Here, the program checks if the number is positive, negative, or 0 and prints the corresponding message. Next, let's talk about loops. Loops allow us to execute a block of code multiple times. The three main types of loops in C are for, while, and do while. Here's how each of them works. In these examples, each loop prints the iteration number from 0 to 4. Notice how the do-while loop guarantees at least one execution of the loop body. Functions help us organize our code into reusable blocks. Let's see how to define and call functions in C. We defined a greet function that prints a message and an add function that returns the sum of two numbers. We then call these functions in main. Arrays store multiple values of the same type in a single variable. Let's see how to declare and use arrays in C. We declare an array of 5 integers and printed each element using a for loop. Pointers are variables that store memory addresses. They are powerful and crucial for dynamic memory allocation. Let's explore pointers with an example. Here, PTR is a pointer that stores the address of num. We use the dereference operator asterisk to access the value stored at that address. Dynamic memory allocation allows us to allocate memory during runtime using functions like malloc, calloc, realloc, and free. Let's see how they work. In this example, we used malloc to allocate memory for an array of 5 integers, checked if the allocation was successful, and then freed the allocated memory. Pointers can be used to navigate arrays efficiently. Let's see how pointers and arrays work together. In this example, we used a pointer to traverse and print elements of an array. Pointer arithmetic allowed us to access array elements. Remember, arrays when passed as arguments always behave like pointers. We will discuss this in upcoming detailed videos on arrays and pointers. A pointer to a pointer is a variable that holds the address of another pointer. Let's see how it works. Here, PTR2 is a pointer to PTR, which in turn is a pointer to num. We use double dereferencing to access the value of num through PTR2. We can also allocate memory dynamically for strings. Let's see how to use malloc and free for strings. We allocated memory for a string using malloc, copied a string into it using strcpy, and then freed the memory. That's it for today's session on essential C programming concepts. We hope you found it informative and helpful. In the next session, we will discuss pointers in detail. Stay curious and keep exploring. Happy coding!